Hello and welcome again to Parent Solution. And today we have here with us Leslie Potter. And Leslie is going to tell us about emotional blackmailing in children. We do it knowingly and unknowingly without even knowing the consequences of it, whether we are building our children or we are suppressing them. So bring us in light. What are we doing and what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, it's such a tricky one. One of my teachers that I really love says that 95% of us get to adulthood without emotional maturity.
Oh,
So that's been my experience also in myself and with all the people that I work with, that when we get emotionally activated by our children, just being who they are, just children messy, they're young, they're having difficult times and all, just them being who they are, we get emotionally triggered. And if we don't
mhm.
know how to take care of our emotions, we will often emotionally blackmail them. So an example I'll give you, my mother, when she would say, "Can you go to the store for me?" And I would go, "Yeah, but I need to go to the bathroom first." And then I'll go, and she'll go, "Just forget it then. I'll just go myself."
Oh my God.
And I'd be like, right, I'd be like, "Ah!" Right. And so that would be an emotional blackmail versus, saying, "Hey, I need you to go right now," or "Yeah, that's fine. You go to the bathroom and then go." Right.
Mhm.
Everything that I said, she always took it as an emotional threat, and everything was just like, "Well, just forget it." And of course,
Okay.
I found myself doing that with my daughter when I swore I never would. But when she said no, I'd say, "Just forget it then." So emotional blackmail is we use emotion like that to try to make the child feel bad for them just being who they are. Right.
Okay.
And it comes out of shame and blame. It's like, "Well, I do everything for you and you don't do anything. And I'm not your servant." All of that is like emotionally trying to tap into the child's emotions to make them feel bad so that they'll do what we want them to do. And I
Okay.
know you do it. I do it. We all do it, right?
Yes. Sometime knowingly and sometime unknowingly.
Yeah, and most of the time it's kind of unconscious, and we think it's a good thing because we think we're just trying to get our kids to be responsible or whatever. But it's really because we aren't able to really be with our difficulty inside, our emotions inside. So you're going to give them a link to my safe seat. So I learned that anytime that I felt emotionally activated, my very first step was not to focus outside. My daughter did trigger that emotion. She didn't cause it, just her being who she is triggered all these big feelings of feeling rejected, feeling abandoned, feeling powerless, feeling helpless. So the very first step I chose to do, and I'm going to support everybody here doing, is I turned inside and attended to those big feelings that were arising in me. Instead of emotionally blackmailing my daughter, making her think that she was the cause of my pain. And you ask, like, what's the ramification of that? My daughter started feeling more powerful than she really is, because I was teaching her that she was responsible for my feelings. And she wasn't. She activated them just being who she is. But my
Mhm.
feelings lived inside of me. So
Mhm.
when I learned, first step, recognize I'm emotionally activated, turned back in and offered myself kindness, like, "Oh, honey," this is how I talk to myself. I go, "Oh, you feel so rejected. You really
Mhm.
wanted her to do that. Oh, sweetheart." And I would just talk to that part of me. Then what I would find was that I would start to soften and I would start to regulate and grow myself up, as I say. And then I could actually see that my daughter actually was just setting a healthy boundary for herself because she didn't want to go out to eat with me. Right. And I was like, "Oh, isn't that cool that she can actually say no instead of being emotionally blackmailed into going?"
Wow.
Right. Because that's what
Yes.
I had learned is, if I can make her feel bad enough, then maybe she'll do it for me. But then
Okay.
that was not teaching her that she could actually take care of herself, that she could set healthy boundaries and she could still be kind. She's kind with it. She can say, "Oh gosh, mom, I hear you really want me to go and I'm not interested."
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So it,
Accepting their no's, like we have to take care of our own emotions to accept their emotion.
yes,
I mean, this is so good.
yes,
Right. Thank you for sharing that
because
with us.
one of the things that, and I'll just say one of the things in the traditional models, we think that we can prevent children from feeling, right?
Yeah.
And we, that's not in our purview. We can support them if we've
Yes.
supported ourselves in actually expressing their feelings in a way that the culture can accept or the family can accept. But we don't get to control feelings. We don't get to we can try repress them, but those feelings will come back and bite you in the butt, as we say in the States. If you repress them, they will come up.
Some other way, some other way, sooner
Yes,
or
they'll come
later,
out.
it is going to hit you back.
Yeah, they'll come out
Yes.
sideways, sneaky, in all kinds of ways.
Yeah. It will show up in their health, mental health, in your
Yes.
family, in yourself also. It's going to hit back to us. So repressing and suppressing them is not suggested, right? Rather
No,
acknowledging,
but
accepting.
yeah, acknowledge and but you got to feel yours first. And that's what
Yes.
I found. I couldn't, everybody kept saying, I would go, oh, it looks like you're mad. And my daughter would spit at me. She didn't like that because I wasn't accepting how I was feeling when she was mad. I was like, oh, I was scared when she was mad. So I was, again, I was trying to, say it to her so that she would stop being mad. So instead I had to go, whoa, she's mad. I'm scared. I had to be with this first.
Yes.
Then I could show up for her. So it's
Yes.
tricky.
It's
Look at someone
tricky.
that's mad and say, it looks like you're feeling mad. They'll probably slap you or something.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing all this with us, Leslie. And I want viewers to go to your Safe Seat link, which I'll be providing in the description, and website and Parenting Pause, which is Leslie's podcast, and it is awesome. Go listen to them. Thank you, Leslie, for being here with us. See you
Thank you.
again sometime.
Yes, for
Bye.
sure. Bye.